Hello there, and I do apologize for you beginning the video looking at the menu screen, but there is a reason. We are going to look at some cool new stuff that Minecraft has put out for the Realms option. I do have a Minecraft Realms. I do have a video that does a tour, and when I first got Realms, that was it. You could do one world, and that was it. Well, they've updated, and it's awesome, and I want you to see. Okay, so this is my world, and you clicked on the button, go to configure. You have all kinds of options now. It's awesome. Now, world 1, I still have set for my original world that I started on Minecraft Realms when I first got it. So this is what is called Whispering Winds. Let's change to that world. Okay. And let's set the name. Okay, well, we'll just call it Whispering. That's all the room we have. So, now, I know this is Whispering Winds. Okay. Now, Rift and I have started a video series, and we'd made a new world called Horizons, and it's basically the two of us playing on hard difficulty. Not hardcore, but hard difficulty. And we did bump up the resources. And for those following that series, you'll see exactly what that means. That means you go from poor to swimming in diamonds very quickly. We wanted the challenge to be with the mobs, not necessarily with the resources. We do have cheats on. We are keeping the ability to teleport. So, but anyway, it's a lot of fun, and the first video is full of a lot of death. Anyway, it's quite fun. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to World 3. And when we first discovered this, it made me really nervous because I didn't want to lose my original world, because it has a lot of work to be done, obviously, but I have put a lot into it. Alright, so World 3 we're going to use to give you a tour. And we're going to reset it. We're going to do a world template because they have made some pre-made worlds that are just fantastic. Spellbound Caves, Diversity 2, Winter Stronghold, Raiders Refuge, and Spindlewood. Okay, we're going to start with Spindlewood. Alright, now we double click to join. And this is so cool. Let me see. And yes, I'm going to cheat. Game mode, creative. We gonna fly. Okay, this is incredible. This is really incredible. It's going to take a minute for my graphics to load in. I cannot imagine. My brain cannot process how much time and how much work went into this. And how someone thought all of this up. It's really incredible. And I'm trying to turn my camera slowly, giving things a little bit of chance to generate, because we're going to be doing a flying tour. Now, once in the world, you cannot change your difficulty. You can do that when you are at the selection, where you get to choose which world you want to enter. we're going to go in here and look around. I'm going to try to keep my camera moving slowly so you can see. You have entertainment center. It looks like. And nice bookcases. I did not design this. I think I could do it eventually if I could come up with this kind of an idea, which I just don't know. Of course, then again, you never know what you're capable of. But look at all this detail. Again, I mentioned in a previous video, Minecraft Realms is basically... Minecraft already provided the ability to do a multiplayer. Is this cool or what? They already provided the ability to do a multiplayer. You can set your world up to enjoy with your friends. But the thing is, your friends would need to, if you do that, you have to have it running. If you're the host and you're offline, I don't believe your friends can get on. With Realms, you basically pay for a server, is what you're doing, and it's there, always. They do a reset, of course, to back it up and everything, but your friends can play. It doesn't matter whether you're in bed asleep or off buying groceries or whatever. If you have them on the list and they have been invited, look at all this cool furniture, then they can get on and they can play. Let's go up these stairs. Trying not to go too fast. There's so much to see, but I want you to be able to see it. But with the realms, basically, you have the convenience of the server and none of the responsibility. That's basically the short version. The time that it would have taken to do a project like this literally boggles my mind. I can only hope that they did it in creative mode. The idea that someone might have done something like this in survival mode and had to gather all these resources, I think my brain would fry trying to absorb that as a possibility. Now, I will say that my design style is a little different. There are I think what they have done here is beyond impressive. Okay? The detail, the color, the design. I sound like I'm stammering because I'm literally at a loss for words. It just floors me that someone could do something like this. I love these they look like huge candles. At the same time, my style tends to go more toward let me down. Tends to go more towards keeping things in proportion to the avatar's size. So, for example, and I really do not want to sound like an armchair quarterback or a backseat driver, but like this bed looks wonderful. Well, it's half the size of your avatar. I mean, it's quite big. Now, if this floor had been done with like slabs, and this was able to be sunk in so that it only stuck up halfway, then to me that would make more sense. It's like the bathrooms. There are so many bathroom designs that look really cool, but the toilet is like twice the size of your avatar. So it's just a personal thing for me. Alright, we're going to... These are just... What they've done here is just incredible. Now, Rift and I, we were going to load one of these and play with them. Well, we loaded it. We loaded several of them. We'd load one, we'd look around, and then we would change them out and look around. I will go up here to the farms. Look at these trees. Are these trees fantastic or what? This is just so impressive. It's so impressive. And they have different styles of street lights that I just love. I just think it's just a fantastic job, to say the least. Look at this scarecrow. And of course, Spindlewood, it's meant to be a magical place. This, you know, it's like a haunted house or a witch's realm kind of thing. But we came here and we went through the different possibles for uploading the pre-made worlds, and we decided that we wanted to play with Spindlewood, which is this one. I'm gonna go in the barn here. Get all the nice wheat for the animals. And we came in here and we did this tour and we looked around at everything, and I said, well, here's my question. What do we do here? Because first of all, to me, to alter what has already been provided. Oh, I love this street light. I love this design. And that's so simple. That would be so easy to do with any materials. It would, even if you couldn't get to the nether to do the fence post or the glowstone, it still would be an easy design, and it just looks so cool. But I said, so what do we do now? Because we went through all of them and we chose this one, and he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, are we going to like set up camp in one of these houses? That's so cool. Or do we go to another part of the world and start as if we would anywhere else on any other map? Because I just cannot see. To me, it would just be a blasphemy to alter this, to do anything to change what has been created here. I just can't see myself doing it. And I told him, I said, I'll be honest with you, anything I build, I'm going to feel like it can't compare to this. And he was like, yeah, look at this. How cool is this? Sorry about that. My cough. So we flew around and we looked and we looked and we discovered this and discovered that, and we said, ooh, come look at this. Ooh, come look at that. And he finally said, you know, I think you're right. And we did discover that Oh, and look over here in the distance. We did discover that the whole world is not done. There is, let's drop down to this path here. There's a significant amount of map left untouched. This is not completely filled up by any means. I'm not sure that would even be, well, I guess anything's possible, but let's see. Have we been in here? Is this where we started? But we could easily load this and have probably 90% of the map is untouched, at least. And we could do what we wanted there. We could build and we could hunt and we could, you know, whatever. But, then we would just have all this sitting unused. And see, like this is a nice, spacious building. And the design is cool. We could easily move in and set up furniture in different sections of this room and storage and things like that, but I don't know. To me, it would just make it would take away from the beauty of it, the creativity of it, or however you want to say it. I think that anything that we did to change it or to utilize it would, have we been in here before? Would take away from the total effect. So, and that's something I don't want to do. Somebody put, yeah, we've already been in this building. Okay. Somebody put so much time and so much thought and so much planning into this that the last thing I want to do is mess it up. So we basically toured all the maps. We oohed and we awed and decided to just do a random seed like you would in single player mode. And we set up the resources so that coal, iron, gold, diamonds, red powder, lapis lazuli, all that, the spawn is quite significant. Alright, let's move. It's hard to find a happy medium because I don't want to rush through this. There's too much to see. And I don't want to rush through it and have you miss something. But at the same time, I don't want to just go so slow that you're staring at the same thing for 20 seconds. I love the way these have arched out, these candles. And you almost have to use the cheats and fly to get the full effect. And I really wish it was not dark and raining. But it kind of fits for the setting. I'm going to go up this bridge. It was a dark and stormy night as thunder rumbled through the sky. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I know. I suck. Okay. A lot of the designs that they have in here I will probably attempt to recreate. And no, I don't mean something as massive as those houses. I'm not so sure I could. It would take me a long time. I'd have to switch back and forth and I'd have to copy it. But things like these different street lamp designs, I'm probably going to be trying to implement those. And I love, one of my favorite things is what they've done with these trees. I mean, they just look so cool. They're just incredible. I think this tree is my favorite. This one right here. Oh, it's just, it's amazing. But Realm servers are, if you have it automatically charge your debit card or credit card, whatever, it basically, it's about $10.30 a month. If you buy a month's worth of game time, just 1 month at a time, then it's $13 a month, I believe. And then you can buy a 3-month package and you can buy a 6-month package. Look at this. Oh, the sun needs to come out so we can see. A lot of this, though, you miss out if you are not in creative mode. If you do not change your game to creative, you're going to miss out on a lot of this stuff because it is so large that standing on the ground as an avatar that's 2 blocks high, you simply cannot see everything. And yes, we are up in the clouds. That's what those are. Those are clouds. Let's drop down here. I'm guessing this is like a massive well. There's just so much to this. Oh good, the sun's coming up. I want to find the cemetery. The cemetery is so cool. And they have a ship. They have a festival area. Their bridge designs. I love the way they've designed these bridges. Let's see. Let's follow this bridge. And drop down and give my computer a chance to generate. There's just so much stuff. I love these lights. Now, one thing Rift was getting frustrated with is everything looks so cool. He wanted to go inside. He's like, oh, I can't go inside here. Oh, we can't go inside here. Well, I've been idle for too long, really. I guess I am moving slow, huh? Oh, did I find the cemetery? I believe we did. But yeah, there's a lot of things you'll miss if you're not flying. Okay, I have got to stop trying to move and let my computer load in. There's just so much stuff. There's so much stuff. And it's just amazing. Look at the graves. Look at the little graves down here. So clever. And it's such a simple design. So clever. More graves. Now, Riff said he found one where the grave was open and there was a skeleton laying inside. Let's see. Oh, and you've got to see this. See if I can get up here at the right angle. I do believe this is a gargoyle. How does a person have the ability to create something like that? Look at the detail work in this. And they have stuff like this all over the place. It's just incredible. It really, really is incredible. Here's what he was talking about. There's a skeleton in the bottom of this pit. But see, we were all over this area, and because we were on the ground, we didn't see this. So, alright, let's find the festival area. My poor computer says, oh, good grief. I can't handle all this. Maybe if I drop down to ground level, it will have more time to load things. Maybe be less of a struggle. We can hope. You guys can't see me, but as I walk through here, I'm just sitting here shaking my head like, wow. This is like my third time to come in here and look around, and it still blows me away. And the Raiders Paradise, the pirate world, is just as fantastic. And they also have a winter stronghold that has a castle. Okay, let's see. Yes, this will take us to the festival area, I believe. And I look at this and I see a gypsy wagon. You know, like from old westerns. And you can actually go inside these. Well, this one apparently not. But some of them you can. They have steps leaning up. Maybe I just went to the wrong end. No, this one's pretty much... Yeah, there's a ladder on this one. And see, this just looks so cool. And I think, how cool would it be to actually have this set up, to actually live in? But, I mean, where would you put all your chests and this, that, and the other? This, to me, these maps are for wow effect, basically. The practicality, not so much. It's just, you could have, of course, you could set up in a whole different area of the world. and let this be your adventure land. Now, there are also adventures that you can do, and I'm going to save those because Rift and I are going to do series on them. Diversity 2, we started playing with that a little bit, and how cool is that? This watchtower, this clock tower. And this is like a massive big top, like festival tent. And you go inside and they have more of the gypsy wagons, and over here you have a giant snail is harnessed to this gypsy wagon, pulling it. But the Diversity 2, I believe, is the one he and I started, and we were just messing around going, ooh, 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 what is this, what is this, what is this? And it seems to be you solve a mystery. Basically, you've got a missing professor, and you have to solve these puzzles. They have mechanical things set up with the redstone, and you have to make sure these switches are on and those switches are off, and the redstone is here, and you have the right thing in your hand, and it's quite cool. And I look forward to doing that series. And then there's another one, which is the Spellbound Caves, and there's, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And you go into these different areas, and they are full of hostile creatures for you to battle while you explore, and you have goals to achieve, puzzles to solve, things to do, build. It's very, very cool. And I really sound like I have no vocabulary because I keep using those words repetitively. Very, very cool, very, very cool, very, very cool. But I guess if you say them enough, they build up. I want to find the ship. We are back at our starting point. Where did the ship go? And I did a search on YouTube for these, and somehow, some way, I seem to be doing the first video. And it really shocks me. But chances are there are other videos out there. I just didn't. It's possible I didn't input the right keywords to pull up. There we go. There's the ship. Because you've got to see these. Look at these lights on the water. They're so pretty. And they did these flowers, like these huge flowers with the vines. It's just really, it's wonderful. It's so wonderful. And this over here, he and I decided, is basically there's a spell gone bad. It looks like there's little spirits escaping. And you've got to see this ship. Let's see if I can drop down without. Yeah. course, here's one end. Alright, you could go up here. And then you have here to guide the boat, to steer it. And I can't remember what that's called. It's been bugging me ever since he and I came on here. But yeah, this is so amazing. And then you can actually go down in the belly of the ship. Now see, you could set up camp in here for sure. As long as you were not a hoarder that needed 500 chests of resources, that is. But for a roleplay environment, this would be very cool. And then we have this area. I'm guessing the captain's cabin. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I should have got out my dictionary or my thesaurus, or even pulled it up online to see how many words there are for amazing, incredible, mind-blowing, impressive. Because I look at this and, like I said, my style for some things are different in the fact that when I create and when I build, I like for things to be in proportion with my avatar. When I do my furniture, a lot of it is very simple and very basic, but the size is proportionate to my avatar. And that's my preference. It's my personal preference. This is for... It's a creative outlet. It's a painting. It's someone's imagination put into a form that we can all sit back and go, that's incredible. I mean, there's so much detail in here. They have like eyes and everything. These are like little spirits escaping. But this is the world that you have the option of uploading, called Spindletop. And I tried to show it all to you. I am absolutely positive I have probably missed something wonderful. And I apologize for the fact that it's having to load in so much, but there's just so much to load in. The computer can only handle so much before it says, oh. I love that mill. I think that's awesome. Wow, I love all this stuff. But yeah, it does kind of intimidate me quite a bit to do my own builds and look at this and go, there's no way I could compete with something like this. So you know what? I'm not going to try to compete. I'm going to appreciate the dedication and the imagination, the creativity, the skill it took to do something like this. And I'm going to appreciate it a lot. But then I will do my own thing my own way and appreciate it for what it is too. I talk about it in one of our videos that we should appreciate the differences in each other and the different skills and the talents, and stop trying to be exactly the same. We're not all the same. We're not supposed to be all the same. That's what robots are for. And then I turn around and do the same thing. Because you know what? I'm human. We all have our own little insecurities. Well, I am going to... I keep thinking this will be a good place to stop. This will be a good place to stop. But I really am worried that I'm going to miss something. I know there's a house he and I went into that I haven't found again. And it had an awesome bridge that took you right up to the house. And it's probably something I'm missing because of all the loading my computer has to do. But yeah, we were in one of the buildings, and I was like, are you in some kind of a box? There's this white box sitting on top of me. He said, maybe those are clouds. So we are way up here. No way. Yeah, way. But yeah, I'm probably going to be attempting to mimic the tree designs, a lot of the bridges, a lot of the lighting. There's some technique here that I would like to learn to implement. And I believe this tree has a face. I noticed, yeah. He has a face. He's so cool. Yeah, see, this is like a massive well. It's just... it's just incredible. Even with all the graphics having to load in, this place is amazing. So, if you do have your own Realm server, and maybe you've been busy playing other games like Rift, or WoW, or Star Wars, or Tor, or Ultima Online, or Dragon Age 3, or Assassin's Creed Unity, or all the millions of games that I just would love to play and just don't have the time of the day. But time in the day. Maybe you've been doing some other things and you've kind of wandered away from your Realm server. You need to go back and check it out, because there are surprises waiting for you. Lovely, lovely, impressive, incredible surprises. And even if you choose not to use one of these worlds, as we have chosen not to actually use it, it's still an incredible experience to come explore. And I'm going to close this video here. I am sorry I've missed some things. You'll just have to get a Realm server and check it out. But I think I got most of it. And I do apologize for the lagging, the load in. But if you do get on one of these worlds, you'll see there's so much to it. There's just so much to it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Maybe you've seen some designs here too that will inspire you for your own creations, your own worlds. Like I said, the lights and the trees, some of the bridges. I love the way the paths are layered, so it's like all slabs. So it's like constant stairs. You don't have to do any jumping or climbing or anything. It's a smooth transition. So there are a lot of techniques here that I would like to try to incorporate into my own things. And to the person that made this, my hat is definitely off to you. Most definitely. I hope you and yours are well, and I do thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope that I've shown you enough. I am sorry that we caught it in the middle of a dark and rainy night, but at the same time, that was quite fitting for this map. I really hope you'll check out Realms. I think it'll be worth it for you. If you've got that money to spend, I think you will enjoy it. It's a pretty incredible deal. All right, I hope you will join me again. I will do a tour of the Winter Stronghold in another video, and I will do a tour of the Raiders Paradise in another video. And like I said, Rift and I are going to do the adventures. We're going to do the Diversity 2 first, I believe, and we will also be doing the Spellbound Caves at some point. We're going to try to go through all of them, so it's going to take some time. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back.